All right. Jesse Blake. Oh, wait, you've already done yours. Yep. Okay, guys. These will be a little bit shorter. Your Hart Trophy winner prediction.
Well, Steve was talking before. He wants to save this for last because apparently he's going to pick like Michael Bunting or something.
Oh, okay, cool.
Well, no, Hart should be last because it's the Hart.
Okay.
No.
We thought Stanley Cup might be last, but okay.
No.
Norris winner.
I'm going to have to go into witness protection. Producer Drew is never going to edit one of my videos ever again because it's not Cale Makar. I thought about it. I think he'll get nominated, but he will lose to Quinn Hughes.
Yeah.
Listen, I know Adam's thoughts on Quinn Hughes.
Which are that he's great on offense?
Yeah. Erik Karlsson just won the Norris with 100 points, and Hughes is on pace for 101.8 with 41 points, 9 of them goals in 33 games. Wow. Defense, who cares? He's playing 24 minutes and 35 seconds per game. He has a league-leading 25 even strength points, 5 up on Makar. That's league-leading amongst defensemen.
Even strength, yeah.
Even strength.
Yeah.
And he leads the entire NHL, forwards and defense, in plus-minus with a plus 25. Quinn Hughes.
I'm going to take the floor next because it's a direct rebuttal to what you just said. The correct answer is Cale Makar. So the thing you started your argument there with was the points, right? That's what the voters look at first. And
that's the point.
Erik Karlsson won the Norris Trophy based on strictly putting up numbers and never having any regard for defense at all.
Truly.
Quinn Hughes does lead all defensemen in points right now, but in the more accurate measure of points per game, Cale Makar leads him. So where is the argument for Quinn Hughes to win the Norris Trophy if in the end of the day, Cale Makar ends the season with more points than him?
Points per game is just theoretical points.
Because Cale Makar does play a better defensive game than Quinn Hughes. I think he is a slightly better overall defenseman, and I don't think the crown has been taken from from Cale Makar. The way I look at this is, when you have somebody who is the WWE champion, you got to take the belt. You don't just get it handed to you if you beat them on a random Monday Night Raw match. The belt's not on the line. And so far, Quinn Hughes has not challenged Makar for the belt and taken it away from him. Cale Makar leads the league in takeaways. He leads the league in points per game, as I said. Leads all defensemen, I should say, in takeaways. Leads all defensemen in points per game. Leads all defensemen in expected goals. And on the other side of the ice, he's the best defensive defenseman we got right now. Quinn Hughes, unfortunately, yet at this point in the season, has not snatched that crown, snatched that belt. It is still Cale Makar's Norris Trophy winner.
Suck up. You're a suck up to Drew.
I love you, producer Drew.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this prediction is going to piss a lot of people off, but I'm doing this for my friends on the island.
I know what suck. Noah Dobson.
You stink. You panderer.
One of the best defensemen on a team that specializes in defense. That's why no one pays attention to
Not a bad pick.
Noah Dobson is third as of this recording in defensive scoring right now, which is crazy because the Islanders can't score.
One of the absolute craziest picks you could have made in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
The value.
But I think you got to look beyond the stat lines with Noah Dobson. Obviously, his plus minus is great and that sort of thing. Not only can he generate offense on a team that cannot, but he's also an incredible leader on a team that has great defense. The thing about it is, like with the Leafs, Max Domi's on pace for like 50 points, but Austin Matthews is on pace for like 65 goals. And so it's difficult for Max Domi to stand out when you got talent like that. I'm looking at Noah Dobson and I'm like, everybody on this team plays good structural defense. There's some criticisms about Lane Lambert's system. I get it, but they've got fantastic goaltending and fantastic defense. You can't deny. And this guy's the standout. He's playing 25 minutes a night. He is spectacular. Now, he's not going to win the Norris Trophy because he doesn't have the brand recognition. You got to remember, the people that are voting on this are not really watching all the games. If you're watching Noah Dobson, the more you watch him personally, the more votes he should get. And again, it's going to be difficult against Cale Makar and Adam Fox and some of these guys that have won it before. But I will say he deserves at least your consideration. And last point. I had to pick somebody else other than the two guys that they picked. So
No, you didn't. You
Adam,
could have easily just supported
but
one
I
of our
want Noah
guys.
Dobson. I want Noah Dobson.
Yeah, stand by
I
your
want
guy.
Andre Iguodala.
There you go. Under the earth.
So here, Quinn Hughes has Philip Hronik. They've been a great pair together. Hronik has like 25 points, something like that. Cale Makar has Devon Taves and the Avalanche. Noah Dobson has a tie for the team lead in scoring on the Islanders with Matt Barzal, 33 points each. Who is the second highest scoring defenseman on the Islanders?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Noah Dobson has 33 points. The second highest scoring defenseman on the Islanders, Alexander Romanov with 7.
Wow. Dude.
There's a gap. There's a bit of a gap.
That was the future Montreal Norris Trophy winner, Alex Romanov.
Well, he's second on the team in scoring
Moving on to the Vezina.
among defensemen.
Vezina prediction.
Go ahead, Steve.
Well, this is a player who plays goalie. I closed my app and I had to reopen it. Dude, Thatcher Demko. He's been unbelievable. He currently leads all goalies in wins. He has a .921 save percentage, and he is the co-leader in shutouts. It is not who is the best goalie. It is who is the best goalie this year, and it's Thatcher gosh darn Demko.
Jesse Blake.
This was, for me, this was the hardest one because this season it seems like there's so many high-end goalies and like there's so many in the middle of the pack. And then there's this little group cluster at the very top of the good goalie chart. So I really struggled with this. So I kind of just leaned on what's the best story at the end of the season if this comes to fruition.
Okay, that's fair.
And the Arizona Coyotes
Let's go!
make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs on the back of the one narrative that the media is going to run with. Connor Ingram.
Yep.
You mentioned league leaders in shutouts. The person that Demko is tied with is Connor Ingram. And Adam Wild, you hate him. You hate his entire family. And if he has a dog, you hate his dog, Tristan Jarry, who also leads league in
hate
shutouts.
Tristan Jarry.
Yeah,
I
and his
just know what
family. And if he has a
Tristan
dog,
Jarry is.
you don't like his dog. 919 save percentage. One thing about Connor Ingram and the way he plays is that he plays all of the games. You know, he's not in a split role tandem with like some of the other goalies are, even though that didn't take away from Swayman and Malmark last year and that Vezina trophy. But I think if the narrative is there, if the Arizona Coyotes get a real playoff spot, he's going to be the backbone to get him there. And I think the voters are going to recognize it. And Connor Ingram, Vezina trophy winner this season.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's an episode that's going to come out, and this segment is going to be really funny.
Why?
It's going to come out. I said no spoilers.
I was back and forth between two players here. One of them is Aiden Hill. Aiden Hill has the best save percentage in the NHL and the best goals against average in the NHL.
Loki.
Yeah, I also wanted to go with Aiden Hill.
Aiden Hill's spectacular, 10-2-2. But he's on the Stanley Cup champions. And unfortunately, in a situation like this, to me, that's got to work against you a little bit.
Yep.
Because that's a great team. The guy that's blown everybody away that no one wants to talk about.
Martin Jones.
Not Martin Jones, although I've been very pleasantly surprised. This guy has been my favorite goalie in the NHL for like 5 years. It's Connor Hellebuck, who had the Winnipeg Jets, as of this recording anyway, first place in their division at any point.
Not me.
Connor Hellebuck, by the way, has made the most saves and played the most minutes of any player right now with a save percentage. And I'm just looking it up right now. Where's his save percentage? Where are you, Connor?
Connor Hellebuck with minimum of 11 starts is 12th in the league in save percentage.
There you go. And he's got a 916. He's also, when I look at all the players ahead of him, Jesse.
Joseph Wall.
Yes, Joseph. Joe Wall is ahead of him.
Carter Hart.
When I look at all the
Connor
players ahead of
Ingram.
him, Connor Hellebuck has played, let's compare him to Jeremy Swayman and Aiden Hill, currently leading the league in save percentage, both great goaltenders. Aiden Hill, I think the injuries are also going to work against him. I'm not sure if he's going to play as much. So you got to play a lot of hockey. But if we were to go just based on today, Aiden Hill has played 841 minutes. Jeremy Swayman has played 874. And Cam Talbot, who's having a great year in LA, has played 1,248. Connor Hellebuck is at almost 1,400 minutes now. That's many, many games ahead of these guys.
Why do we spend money on goalies and like research? Aiden Hill and Cam Talbot are two of the best goalies and Connor Ingram.
And Jonathan
Three of the
Quick.
best goalies in the NHL right now.
Charlie Lindgren.
Charlie Lindgren.
Having a
Casey
fantastic
Fire everyone who evaluates goalies.
Casey DeSmith, 23 games.
Fire them all. All of them.
Sorry, Casey DeSmith has played 11 games. Thatcher Demko has played the 23. I think Connor Hellebuck is what it is to be a Winnipeg Jet. And there are kids picking up goaltending equipment in Winnipeg. There's going to be like a goaltending factory in Manitoba because of what Connor Hellebuck is in the next 10 years. Guarantee it.
He's American, I believe.
Yes.
But like he might help save goaltending in Canada.
Yeah.
Because like Canada was just a goaltending factory for a while, and then the valve just shut off.
If the Olympics started today, who'd be the starter?
Like Carter Hart to be in there, and it's bad, man.
It's bad. Jones.
Martin Jones.
North
would be in
Vancouver's
there.
very own.
Yeah.
Like Devin Levi is probably the future there,
Yeah.
but he's not
yet.
there yet.
Who's the President's Trophy winner, guys?
New York Rangers.
Why?
Go for it.
Best team in the league.
Best team in the league.
I think this year you get I think the smart pick right now is the Vegas Golden Knights. They're I think the second in the league to finish at the top of the standings. I think because they're so motivated for everybody to believe that they are the champions. They have a chip on their shoulder even though they won, and it's been spectacular to watch what they've been doing this season. I think the smart pick is the Vegas Golden Knights for the President's Trophy. But I think the Rangers have also this mentality where they got pushback last season when the New Jersey Devils smacked them in their mouth after being down 2-0 in the series and took that series in the first round. And that's disrespect that's carrying with them this season. I think it's a motivated New York Rangers team that's going to carry it throughout the season. I think in a weaker Eastern Conference, they're going to be able to rack up slightly more points and pass the Vegas Golden Knights by the end of it and become the President's Trophy
Really good point.
champions.
Really good point. Steve Dangle.
To Jesse's point, the team who leads the Eastern Conference in goal differential is the Boston Bruins at +20. My President's Trophy winner currently leads the league in goal differential with +44. Sometimes you're just magical. The Vancouver Canucks. Sometimes you
just have it.
We keep waiting for the regression to happen. There's something about December where teams become what they are. And I'm still waiting for it.
Agreed.
Where is it coming?
Agreed.
When is the regression happening? Are they going to do this year in and year out? I don't know. But sometimes you catch lightning in a bottle. You're just magic. You have a Super Mario star and can't be beaten. And for me, it's the Vancouver Canucks.
I'm going to do an outside pick. I don't want to go with Boston because it's Boston.
Yeah, screw
Although they're really good this year. The Jets,
Sound like a hater.
I think, are
Correct.
great. And it's nice to see that they're a bit of a wagon this year. Really cool. Best team outside of the Canucks in Canada right now, points-wise. I think you guys make great picks. I think New York, I think Vegas, mentioning Vegas is great. I think Vancouver's been unbelievable. I agree with all that. I'm going to look at points percentage here. Okay,
Toronto Maple Leafs.
points percentage. The team in 5th place, who has played less games right now than any of the teams ahead of them, and I think that matters because it's as many as 5-game differential. The Los Angeles Kings. I have been a big fan of the Kings since training camp. I think the fact that they don't allow any goals, especially going into the playoffs, is going to be great. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about President's Trophy. What happens towards the end of the year is you're going to start to see an attrition rate. You're going to start to see players go down with nagging this or nagging that. And the Los Angeles Kings play a style of hockey where you can plug guys in. They've got great young prospects as well. Brant Clark's name comes to mind, that they can kind of plug and play. And you're seeing Quentin Byfield start to break out. You're seeing Anze Kopitar, the ageless wonder, continue to be what he is. Phil Deneau continue to be what he is. And the great thing about this, too, is everybody's on Pierre-Luc Dubois as though he can't, that all of a sudden he can't play hockey anymore.
He might be their trade deadline acquisition.
If all he has to do is play to his career average, and the Los Angeles Kings are going to take off like a rocket ship. And I think if there's going to be a team that turns on the Jets in the back half of the year, it's going to be the Los Angeles Kings. I think they've got a really good outside shot of being surprise President's Trophy winners. That's why they're my pick.